දසනකාන්තී චූර්ණය සහිත ලීවර් ආයිෂ් දන්තාලේපය දත්වල ඇති ප්‍රශ්න 10ක් වලකයි.
The President elaborated on the macro-fiscal framework which will stabilize the ailing economy. Accordingly, by 2025, government revenue is expected to be increased to around 15% of GDP and a primary surplus of more than 2% of GDP is to be achieved. The government also aims to reduce public sector debt from around 110% of GDP as at end 2021 to no more than 100% of GDP in the medium term. Inflation is to be brought to a mid-single-digit level in the medium term, while interest rates are also expected to reach a moderate level gradually. Once macroeconomic confidence is re-established and foreign exchange reserves are replenished through foreign financing, the adverse pressure on the exchange rate is also expected to abate. With the implementation of a series of growth-enhancing structural reforms, medium-term economic growth is expected to be at 5% with hopes of acceleration thereafter. In a bid to attract more foreign investments for the foreign exchange-starved economy, the establishment of new economic zones in the Western Province, Northwestern Province, Hambantota and Trincomalee is proposed. 300 million rupees will be allocated for this purpose, which will also encompass the setting up of a necessary infrastructure conducive for investments. Investments and industrial zones currently operating under various government agencies will come under the new economic zone program, for which a new law will be enacted soon. Policy measures will focus on enhancing Sri Lanka's ability to compete in global markets through innovation, efficiency and quality. Sri Lanka will also resume trade negotiations with Thailand, which along with the FTA with Singapore sets the stepping stones for Sri Lanka to engage in dynamic regional trading arrangements such as the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, highlighting the success of the QR system in the petroleum distribution by the Ministry of Power and Energy. The benefits of using digital technology in various economic activities will be explored. Thereby, a committee involving experts and relevant officials in the industry will be appointed to examine and report to the Cabinet of Ministers on the requirements for the advancement of the digital technology industry, including required policy environment, laws, institutional support and facilities. In measures of ensuring food security, a new program will be initiated by the National Food Security and Nutrition Unit, where the National Food Security Program will be planned using agricultural and livestock product information of household units collected via an online process. On the much anticipated tax policy measures, steps are to be taken gradually to increase the state revenue in the next few years. In order to achieve that end, the proposals were made to establish a Presidential Commission on Taxation to study, make recommendations on the functioning, coordination and changes to be made in the tax structure, the institutions, procedures and other important areas of tax collection. While highlighting the previous revenue proposals made during the presentation of the interim budget earlier this year, proposals were made to eliminate the cess levy on a phased basis in 3 years from the 1st of January 2023 for local industries including agriculture. Furthermore, revision of the current rates of customs import duty from 0%, 10% and 15% to 0%, 15% and 20% were also introduced with the hope of accommodating the more proposed phasing out of para-tariffs and levies effective from the 1st of January 2023 were also proposed. The Ports and Airports Development Levy was suggested to be phased out completely in 5 years. Subsequent to the proposals on generating tax revenue, the importance of non-tax revenue in the fiscal consolidation process was highlighted, proposing to increase fees and charges by 20% with effect from 2023. However, fees and charges that have already been increased in the years of 2020, 2021 and 2022 will be revised with this proposal. Further, proposals were made to increase fees levied by the Department of Immigration and Immigration on passports, visas and other charges. The budget presentation featured key revelations on the widely spoken about SOE reforms as well. Accordingly, measures will be taken initially to restructure Sri Lankan Airlines, Sri Lankan Telecom, Colombo Hilton, Water's Edge and Sri Lanka Insurance Corporation along with its subsidiaries. The proceeds accumulated during the restructuring process will be used to strengthen foreign exchange reserves of the country and to strengthen the rupee. On a strategic plan to better utilize the assets of SOEs, a proposal was made to line up businesses of similar nature by way of backward, forward or horizontal integration. The integration would be a key strategic intervention made by the government with the intention of achieving economies of scale and other benefits. On budgetary control, it was revealed that there are several shortcomings with regard to the implementation of budget proposals. To address this issue, a presidential task force to carry out monitoring functions to expedite implementation of all budget proposals was also proposed. In the meantime, a proposal was also made to allocate 100 million rupees for the establishment of a National Productivity Commission as an independent institution to advise the government on microeconomic policies related to industries, commerce and trade. The operations of the National Productivity Secretariat will also be incorporated into the proposed commission.